internet friends, and welcome back to some Final Fantasy XIV content. This is the new patch 6.25 criterion / variant dungeon stuff. So this has spoilers if you do not want spoilers, but the new variant dungeon is soloable or a party of 4, and it is a dungeon that has multiple branching paths. This is going to be my first run through the variant dungeon, the SIL'DIHN Subterrane. I've already selected my variant cure and variant spirit dart actions. You do get to pick extra actions to do this without a tank, or with all tanks, or all DPS, or all healers. You get extra things you can choose here, like a tank rampart ability. You've got a stun / enmity generation, threat generation ability. You got a big old cure / regen. Got a big AoE dot and a raise. So we're just gonna do the heal and the damage. I don't know where they're gonna show up on my screen though, so we might have to check that, but I am going to do it as a solo player. So let's jump right in. Starting off this first run as a Dark Knight, just because it's pretty fun to play solo as a DPS-y tank. Just because some of the other tanks are... I'm not as proficient on Paladin or Gunbreaker, but I feel like I do a pretty good job as Dark Knight. We are exploring this with Nanamo. Let's chomp some food real quick here. 3 more gates would seem we have a choice to make. Your instincts pull you one way or another. If I were to listen to mine, well, first run, we have to choose with Nanamo, right? Let's do our first run and do. It takes many runs to get all of the. I've been playing too much God of War and Dark Souls. I want to break these barrels and these boxes. Shout out to my other content that I'm doing, the big playthroughs. Aqueducts would be share of vermin. Might play a role in their extermination. Okay. See, I do have quite a bit of health. Let's see. How much damage does this spirit dart do? Man, these mobs aren't doing no damage to me. I'm actually somewhat surprised. I don't know who's doing that AoE. That dot seems to do a pretty damn good job. Takes for like 2,000 for a long time. I guess the water sprite was doing it. Hardly an inconvenience for our mighty champion. Hey, do you watch Pitch Meeting? Yo, Nanamo watches Pitch Meeting. So here's the huge heal. So a good chunk and then a hot. Yeah, 14k potency plus regen, 4,200 for 15. The cure potency is doubled when the target is under the effect of rehabilitation. Oh, so you tap it twice to double the heal. Okay. It doesn't change the actual hot heal. Going up. Personal spoils. Do we get to loot one or both? It's also a switch. Deceiver's Diamonds. A fistful of Deceiver's Diamonds. Shines bright like a diamond in the sky, but it's actually old slag. So nothing. Can we talk to Nanamo during this or nope? It's all queued up. There are a whole bunch of side paths and secrets in these. There's a whole bunch. After our first run, I suppose we'll figure out more of that, but I've been told there's like a lore book you fill up and there's a whole bunch of little things you have to figure out. I guess we hit the switch. Slowly then, no rocking the bridge. Oh, does she actually go across it slowly? Like, yeah. Do not bounce or jounce. Oh, giant crocodiles. Okay, sure, that might as well happen. Ow, these actually hurt quite a bit. What the heck? Depending on how far apart these trash packs are, though, I'm just going to be able to pop cooldowns on every single one. Potentially, anyway. That is a huge crocodile. Sorry, it's an aqueduct sarcophagus. I don't know how to pronounce that at all. What the heck? A bunch of gelatin? There's a number of mobs auto-attacking me here. Hit him with the slow. I did just use all my burst on that pack back there, however. So those guys do an AoE. All right. Oh, of course, the other one did it. That caught me, I think. Yeah. Yeah, there's some meat on these bones, huh? I am almost dead. I'm gonna pop this. Now, this place scales with the amount of people that are in, so this is, of course, the solo. And you can do up to 4 people, and again, you don't have to do any tank, healer. You can go in here with all DPS if you want. Oh. Courage Nanimo. Quick steps. I wonder how much can be... The music is a little low. I might turn the music up a little more. Okay, bulkhead handle. Because there is like some piano music in the background. But it seems to be quite... really quiet. There we go. Trying to listen for it. Maybe it's supposed to be quiet. Oh, and then you can even turn this left or right. So the gate looks awfully heavy. Let us try to handle. Hope these gears and chains do not do most of the lifting. I don't know. Let's go left. Opened? Oh, okay. She did the new emote? I saw that. So, will it always open? Or does one way lead to another? I don't know how. Gurion the Steer. Well. Okie dokie. Oops. I should put that up first. Exploding catapult. Oh, so just raid damage and then a bunch of barrels fall down? Mind the barrel's tops. That must be markings. That one's a huge AoE. Are they... Oh, one's it. Okay. 2 different types of AoEs. Got it. And that damage is very ridiculous. We can stand next to this one. Put that hot up again. Subterranean shudder. Machinery is to... Oh, is it pulling me? Is it gonna pull the barrels, maybe? Oh, okay, yep. Well, it gives you a little bit of time to adjust. I see. So it pulls late. It doesn't. I thought it pulled immediately, but it does not. Oh, and then he jostles them all. That's what that move did. Probably want a little bit of a double cast on the cure here. So you gotta move these, or oh, he's doing a giant swing. Oh, it's actually really slow. I thought it was gonna be really fast, but he ran to the wall. Oh, I messed up my spend there. Overspent by 1. He's going to charge and push the barrels. All right. Oh, and then he's slamming in my direction. All right. This is more barrels, and then they're going to move. Oh, no. The shutter is the... Those are on. That's the AoE. The barrels are going to get zucked, so I want to be over here. Oh, no. I get zucked. I thought my barrels got zucked. Well, that hurt quite a bit. Okay. These move the barrels. Oh, no. They just exchange them. Red become blue, blue become red. All right, that's fair. Yeah, there can be no tank busters in here because you can do this without a tank. But I guess if you have a tank, they do a tank buster. Unless they always do a tank buster, you just gotta heal through it. Or use DPS mitigation. It's AoE again. Alright, be by the donuts. Is he gonna shift them? Okay, he's shifting away from me. So this should be safe. Looks like I can stay in melee range on the outside of this square, I guess. I maybe got clipped by that. Probably. A lot of sight reading and just paying attention at the same time as trying to not die and do damage. Personal spoils. SIL'DIHN Potsherd. Oh, Potshard. A Potshard. Potsherd? A relic from the aqueducts of fallen SIL'DIHN. Surely someone collects these. Okay, so this is something that's worth a damn versus the previous thing which was not worth a damn. The size of your opponent matters not, it seems. A reassuring thought as we delve further into the unknown. Anonymous said, not that way. The debris is impassable. Yeah, I do wonder how many little... what the heck? Secret passages and all. This is definitely a different... These are Lalafell chairs, clearly. Just popped out into some little Alice in Wonderland-esque room. Purple curtains and stuff. All right, shall we? A quarter of rule. We're in like an old section of Ul'dah. An abandoned old section. Oh my god, there is actually a map. So there are 3 distinct paths from the very big... Oh god. Oops. Little self-heal action. And I wonder how much of my damage is the dot, considering I am doing this as a tank. Because the Spirit Dart is 2040 potency over 30 seconds. So, pretty good. Actually, it's not affected by attributes or enhancing effects. So you can't use it on a DPS and then grant it more damage with buffs or anything. Where we go, Anonimo? That was only the first boss. Oh, the Throne of SIL'DIHN. How fortunate we are to have made such an historic discovery. Oh, hello. Well, the dot is OGCD. I'll probably just put it on my hotbar somewhere, but I don't have any other bindings, so perhaps not. They all do a big AoE. All right. Interesting. No armrests. The hidden halls. I've seen such contrivances before. We must balance the scales ere we to... Oh my gosh, they're doing this again? So by selecting the correct weights, surely you recognize one or two of these symbols, yes? I do, but I don't remember these from that other dungeon. What? Deceiver's Diamonds. This is stuff from a very early dungeon. So, how do we select these? What statue will you place? I don't remember. Do they all have an outcome? Let's do the flame and the fruit. You can click on the scales, I guess. That was incorrect, obviously. Yeah, I don't remember if I'm supposed to remember those combinations from the dungeon. That would be neat if it was the actual same combinations, but whoever did that, they did that on purpose. The devs definitely did that on purpose, because no one ever does that little mini game. I guess it's actually in 2 of the dungeons. Oh, it still opens anyway. Right or wrong, the door lies open. But now the question is, do you have to do it correctly or in different incorrect patterns to get different lore cards? Because I don't know if it's by weight. There's a helmet, a diamond fruit, and a fire. And they pair differently because of the columns from that dungeon in particular. That gap is rather wide, barring some unlikely acrobatics. On my part, I'm afraid we are at an impasse. What are these levers? Their position seems highly suggestive of their relation to yawning pit. You can't fall down. Which lever do you pull? Even left one? Lift the left one? Oh! Will they haul the boulder up the ramp every time? All right. So what falls out of that one? Nothing? Enemies, I guess? And now it makes me wonder how extra exploration you can do. The map does... It looks like there's something maybe down here. There's also this side that we didn't go into. I really wonder. I know in Discord people were talking about earlier today. I think Ben ran this 8 or 9 times. Little boss arena action. Okay. Who's the next boss? Oh. Cutscene boss? Are there only 2 bosses in the variant dungeon? He has 2 giant fidget spinners. The Lifeless Legacy, Gladiator of SIL'DIHN. Oh. He has 2 giant fidget spinners. Don't... Okay. Seems to be a similar boss to the from the dungeon. Oops, wrong button. Flash of Steel. Okay, just your standard little AoE. He seems awfully wrathful. Yellow, orange, red. Oh. Okay. So I take it that's the first. I mean, sure. That's a complete one-shot mechanic. It looks like... Well, now that we have regular boss music, we can put that into background. So yellow, red explode first. Or yeah, I guess it was yellow, orange exploded first, then red. I believe that was what happened. My mana. Okay. And Flash of Steel is just the AoE. He definitely does some damage. So let's see. So just yellow. Now orange. So when that explodes, I move in. That's like a 2-second delay. All right. Sculptor's Passion. Okay, frontal. I noticed that, by the way, his fidget spinners were aimed. Okay, a little ring of yellow. Orange. Red. So it's all and then in. All right. Slay the Intruder. Ad phase? Or he's just talking. Okay. Little raid drop AoE. Okay, multiple raid drop AoEs. Oh, they're literally meteors. Are they gonna blow up Titan style? Hide behind the one that isn't broken. I have done alliance raids before. We'll heal here. I still cast on him behind the boulder, right? Yeah. Because those break and then that one breaks. Okay. Actual tank buster, because I'm in here as a tank, I suppose. Unless he always has a tank buster. Looks like it doesn't do a ton of damage. It would do way more to a DPS. They would have less defensive stats than me. Oh, this is how far he's going to charge? Looks like it's all the way. Oh. So same effect as the other. He reverses it. But the charge determines how far you stand to the end of... So he charged to red, which means that from red forward exploded, and then he did a backswing. So I would have stood just to the right in this orientation of red and then walked to the side. Okay, holy crap. And both of those types of mechanics with the little health bar are one-shots. Just complete one-shots. All right. That is one way to make it challenging. There's some mechanics like this in the Masked Carnival, the Blue Mage single-player dungeon stuff. I'm back, Dynamo. In the single-player dungeon stuff, there's stuff like this, where if you fail the mechanic, you just get completely blasted. Yeah, hurts quite a bit. That initial blast. All right, first ring of might. Yellow, orange. Okay, first explosion, then in. Okay. Look, the reason why I have no idea how that mechanic works, I don't think I've ever seen something like that before. This is that // It's always a sight read whenever you see brand new stuff in Final Fantasy XIV. All right, second ring of might. Might be all the way. If it has a pattern. Okay, it might be patterned. All right. Recast our dot. Heal ourselves as well. The AoE still hits me for 20,000. Probably do one of these. Those do fall off damage. You do quite a bit of fall off damage. If I do say so myself. Can you block the fall off damage if you hide behind? No, still does 4,000. So we'll double cure here. I don't have any space on my hotbar for these. Feels so jank to button press with my mouse, but it happens. This one is actually a tank buster. He's gonna track me. Yeah. It's okay. All right. Second rush of might. Yellow, orange. He's gonna blast there. And then swap sides. Okay. So similar mechanic, different flavor. Wrath of Ruin. He's summoning line nukes. I'm in Bosja. Yeah, he's summoning checker line nukes with Sculptor's Passion going off. All right, I've done Bosja and stuff before. All right, yellow, orange, red. I probably can stay in melee and then just shift sides, but that's a long run if I stayed in melee. Cooldown window. Not our huge burst cooldown window, but a window. Flash of Steel. Little TBN action there. Got the free proc on that. Just barely, actually. Sundered Remains. Excuse me. This is multi-meteor drop, I think. Oh, okay. Yellow, orange. Orange then in. Damn, all right. The cure is on the GCD. Little mighty strike here. I just TBN'd a little too early for that. Yep. That sucks. Have the hot rolling. Probably want to double heal here before our big cooldown window. Little Wrath of Ruin again. Oh, he does it with the other ability now. Yellow. It was a yellow explosion. So here. It's not going to move because I'm just watching. Yep. Okay, cool. That's actually really neat. Hot him up again. Hot myself up again. I guess dot him up and hot me up. I got sweaty mouse hands right now trying to pay attention to everything the boss is doing and try to remember it all. And there are multiple end bosses of this dungeon. Well, Sundered Remains. Oh, he's gonna teleport to the middle, isn't he? Maybe. Oh, this is the big AoE. He's gonna go to the middle now. This is the last platform. Okay. He's doing yellow. Ooh, yellow only. A small circle. Gotta get the hell in. There we go. Save the TBN for that. Kind of felt it was coming. There we go. TBN is the the Blackest Night. If you don't know what it's called, or the acronym for it, it's the little mini shield I put on myself as a Dark Knight. Okay, another combination of the line nukes. Another charge. Orange charge. Red charge. Gotcha. Actually quite good. I mean, he got me with his two new mechanics. I assume that one just repeats at the end there. I'm just not doing DPS, so. One more DPS rotation here. Damn, yeah, that hurts a little bit. Yeah, another Sundered Remains here is the stuff from the ceiling. He should go down right there. Oh, yes, there's only 2 bosses. Okay. Would not believe anyone could topple that silver-skinned brute had it not seen it with my own eyes. Especially by the sentinels we've encountered, 'tis clear SIL'DIHN's military was a force to be reckoned with. They are said to boast many skilled warriors, and the helm on their flag represented their philosophy of martial might. Yet their nation was buried neath the sands all the same, such irony that it is to be uncovered by a Sultana of Ul'dah. Shall I call it a day then? We've come as far as we can down this particular path. Let us rendezvous back in Ul'dah, where I would like to thank you properly for your untiring escort. Yeah. So there's the 3 doors, but even inside the 3 doors, there is another section here that we didn't go see. This maybe reveals here. Probably goes around to a different pathway. There's also this side over here as well. So there's plenty of other little areas to go. That is for sure. I think I'll probably do another run. Oh, that was another one of the actual SIL'DIHN pot shards. So these are garbage, I assume. And these are the real material you get when you come in here. This is the new resource currency you use. Well, yeah. That was my first run. I'll leave the story stuff to y'all if you are playing it as well. I'll probably record a couple more of these. They don't seem to take too long, even with a few getting one-shots. We can talk to Nanamo real quick. We cannot. But yeah. If you like the side content, the Final Fantasy XIV stuff, or the main stuff, which is the But I'm Bad series, where we played through Elden Ring, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, playing through God of War right now, and then eventually play through Dark Souls 3, and then God of War Ragnarok, and then a whole other bunch of things. Those are the live streams right here on the channel. Thank you very much for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe. There are buttons on YouTube. This is not your first rodeo. Thank you very much for watching and or listening along. I'll see you all in the next video.